Namaste students, welcome to statistics class. In the last session we have seen two problems. Uh, I think that video has stopped in between. I was about to tell something, then some problem was there. That there one difference between those two problems in the first problem we converted C1. We converted demand into in which format C1 is there, and in the second problem we did not convert anything because both were in a year. The measurement was in year. Now we'll see today, we'll discuss some other problem. Now we are in the third problem. Read the problem here. A stockist has to supply 300 units of product per month. He has to supply 300 units of product per month. Now we'll see the solution. When we read itself, we'll see the solution. Now what is that 300? That 300, we know that supply means it is nothing but demand. So R is equal to 300, that is per month, which they have given, that is per month. Now he gets product at rupees 50 per unit. What is this? He gets product at rupees 50. He gets product at rupees 50. That we present in the form of P. P is equal to rupees 50 product from the manufacturer. The cost of carrying inventory is 12%. The cost of carrying inventory is 12%. The carrying inventory, as I said in the one note I have given after giving the problem. If your C1, if it is presented in the form of percentage, what we need to do? We need to multiply with the price. That is your C1 value. If they give cost of carrying inventory in the form of percentage, here they have given cost of carrying inventory in the form of percentage. If you get that in the form of percentage, what we need to do? We need to multiply with the price, then we can, that is the value of C1. So here we need to find out C1 is equal to price into inventory. So price is 50. What is inventory there? Inventory is 12%, means 12 by 100. What do you get there? 6. What do you get there? 6. That is nothing but we consider it as years. So this is your value of C1. Then move further. 12% per year. The cost of the product. 12% per year of the cost of the product. They have given 12% of the cost of the product. The order cost is rupees 75 per product. The order cost is 75 per product. Suggest the most economic order price. Now, order cost is nothing but that is C3. It is rupees 75. It is rupees 75. Now, he gets, here it is the product per month. Now, from the manufacturers where we multiply 12% per year. Now, one more calculation we get. It is inventory they have given per year, but our demand is in the form of per month. What we need to do? Now, we need to convert that demand into year. Here 0, 0, then here it is 3600. Now it is per year. Why we are converting demand? Because our cost of carrying inventory, the C1 in the form of year, so we need to convert the demand also in the form of year. We always convert demand according to C1. Now here one more difference. Is cost of carrying inventory is presented in the form of percentage. When you get cost of inventory in the form of percentage, you will get the cost of the product. The cost of the product they mentioned as 50. So you have to multiply with the cost of the product. Then you will get what value you will get, that is your C1. Now we can move. Suggest the most economic order policy. They did not mention which one you have to find out. As I said, you have to find out those first 4. Now first one. The first one we need to calculate, that is Q0. take the formula, that is 2C3R divided by C1. Now 2 into C3, it is 75, into R is 3600 divided by C1 is 6. Take the root. When we take the root, we get this as 90,000. 2 into 75 into 3600 divided by 6, we get 90,000. If you take the root of 90,000, we get the 300. What is this? Units per year. Units per year. Now, the second one, what we need to find out? The reorder time, that is T0 formula comes there. There the formula is Q0 economic order quantity divided by demand. What is the economic order quantity? We get there 300. Then what is your demand here? Demand is 3600. So when we divide 300 by 3600, we get 0.0833. Now the next one, third one, that is the replenishment, the cost of replenishment, the number of how many number of times we filled or the refilled the quantity or the supply which is already used. N0 is equal to 1 by T0. 1 by T0 we got as 0.0833. So when you divide 1 by 0.0833, we get here 12. That is nothing but 12 orders. Okay, that is nothing but orders per, you can take it as per year. Then next comes the last one, that is cost of replenishment. The cost of replenishment formula is 2C1C3R root. The root of 2C1C3R. 2 into, what is C1 here? C1 is 6. C3 is, what is the value of C3? C3 is 75 into R, 3600. Take the root. When you take the root, you get 32,40,000. That is, you will get 1800. Is the cost of replenishment. You can present it rupees since it is the cost of replenishment. So this is other kind of problem where you get the carrying cost in the form of percentage. Where you get carrying cost in the form of percentage, there what you have to do, you have to multiply with the price which they have given in the problem. The one difference is here they have given it is the demand for month, but cost of carrying is in years. So we need to convert demand also for years. Then the cost of carrying in the form of percentage, that we need to multiply with the price of the product. So this is another kind of problem. Now we will see one more kind of problem under inventory method. Now we'll see other kind of problem, and the last problem, the fourth problem under inventory theory. Now a firm has to supply 80 electric motors every week to a customer. The setup cost is rupees 280. The inventory maintenance cost is rupees 15 per year, and if inability to supply motors in time, cost rupees 100 per year. Suggest inventory policy which is most economical. Now here firm has to supply 80 electrical. This supply we know that it is nothing but R. R is equal to 80 electric motors every week. It It is, they have not given information for per month or year, they have given per week. It is per week. We'll write as it is, then we'll see later. Now, the setup cost. What is that setup cost? Setup cost is nothing but C3. So C3 is equal to 280. C3 is equal to 280. The inventory maintenance cost. Maintenance cost or holding cost. It is nothing but C1. C1 is equal to 50. But it is per year. It is per year they have given. Now, when maintenance cost is per year, but demand is per week, what we need to do? We need to convert demand for per year. It is in week, but we need to convert into year, because since C1 is in the form of year. How to convert week into year? In a year, how many weeks? There are 52 weeks in a year. So we need to do this 80. We need to convert into 80 into 52. 8 into 52. We get there 4160. This is the demand per year. What is that 52? 52 is 52 weeks in a year. Right there, if you are getting confused, you write there. What is that 52? 52 weeks in a year. This demand is per week demand. If we need to convert week into year, how many week in a year? There are 52 weeks in a year. So we converted weeks into year. That is per year. Next, we'll move further. And if inability to meet, as I said, inability to supply waters in time, that cost is rupees 100. What is that inability to meet? Inability to meet is nothing but C2, that is rupees 100 per year. So this is the information which they have given in the problem. So this is the information which they have given in the problem. Now, suggest an inventory policy which is most economical. Suggest an inventory policy. So they did not mention what we need to find out. So when we got the value C2, now we need to decide. We have to take the formulas belong to model 1 or 2. Which formula? Model 2 formulas. Now we need to go with the formulas of model 2. Now if you are going with model 2, as I said, they did not mention what we need to calculate. We have to calculate all the things there. What and all is there? You see their model 2 formulas now. See their model 2 table once. Then we will understand what we need to calculate first. First we need to calculate EOQ. Then reorder time. Second one. Then third one. Frequency of replenishment. The next one, fourth one, minimum average cost. Minimum average cost. Next, fifth one, maximum inventory level. Maximum inventory level. What we gonna calculate next? Next it is maximum shortage level. Maximum level. Say sometimes if they give C2 also, it is not necessary that everything we need to calculate in case of model 2, because so many things are there. Sometimes they mention reorder time and minimum average cost that we need to calculate. But in this problem, since it's a first problem, they have not given anything. So we need to calculate everything. It is better that we can calculate everything in one problem. Now we need to solve. I hope it is clear. We have multiplied with 52 because we need to convert into C1 in the form of year. So we have to convert demand into year. It was in week, so we are multiplying with 52. In a year there 52 weeks. Now we have to apply the formula and we need to find out. Now firstly, so there are 6 things are there, so we can divide. formula. What is the formula? Q0 is equal to 2C3R divided by C1 root into C1 plus C2 divided by C2. The root of, in case of model 2, EOQ, that is Q0 formula is 2C3R, the root of 2C3R divided by C1, then root of C1 plus C2 divided by C2. Now substitute the value. Now 2 into C3, 280 into R is 4160 divided by C2. What is the value of C2? It is 100. Now the other one, C1 15 plus C2 100 divided by C2, again it is 100. Now we need to multiply 2 into 280 into 4160 divided by 100 and take the root. And here also 15 plus 100 divided by 100, take the root. Then after taking the root, the answer what you get for this particular formula and this particular formula, you have to multiply them. When we solve this, we get there 394.08. This answer we have to multiply with this answer. When we solve this, we get there 1.0723. Now we need to multiply these two. When we multiply these two, we get 422.5 units per year. Units per year. This is about Q0. See there, two formulas, 2C3R divided by C1 into root of C1 plus C2 divided by C2. So apply the value, substitute the values and solve the first root and then the second one. Then multiply these two answers. We get there 422.5. This is the answer of 2 into 280 into 4160 divided by 100 after taking root. This value we have got. Then we have to multiply. Now move to the second one. First one over reorder time. Reorder time, that is T0 is equal to Q0 divided by R. It's one and the same even in model 1 and model 2. So what is the value we have got here? That is 422.5. Approximately we can make approximate 423. Don't want, we'll take here 422.5 divided by R. What is the demand there? 4160. What do we get when we divide? We get there 0.1016. This is, we have to write in years. This always we need to write in years. Then after that the second one got over. Here formula is same for model 1 and model 2. Then frequency of replenishment. N0 is equal to 1 by T0. So 1 by T0 what we have got? Here we got as 0.1016. Now 1 by 0.1016. So we get there 9.8425. This is frequency of replenishment. Again, the frequency of replenishment is also same like model 1. Here reorder time as well as frequency of replenishment. These formulas are similar in model 1 as well as model 2. Now, minimum average cost. Next formula comes there. Minimum average cost, that is Q0 is equal to here 2C1 C3R. This was the formula in case of model 1. Here this formula in addition with that once again here C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Here we can get two root formulas. Now substitute the values. When we substitute here, first one we write bit up. C1 C3 are into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Now we substitute here. First one, the root of 2 into C1. What is the value of C1? 50. Into C3. What is the value of C3? 280. Into R, demand 4160. Now, one more formula here. C2. What is the value of C2? It is 100 divided by, what is C1? 50 plus C2, again 100. Now we need to solve these two formulas, then we need to multiply. How we have done it. Then, now solve that. The first one, 2 into 15 into 280 into 4160. There we get, when we multiply this, we get there 591135. Then when we solve this, 100 by 15 plus 100, that is 100 by 115, we get a 0.9325. Now multiply this answer and this answer. There we get 5 by 12.33. We need to present in the form of rupees because since it is a cost. Which cost? Minimum average cost. Next, maximum inventory level and maximum shortage level. I hope it is clear. Next formula, that is maximum inventory level. S0 is equal to C2 into EOQ divided by C1 plus C2. Here, C2, what is the value of C2? 100. C2 is 100 into Q0. Q0 what we have got? 422.5 divided by C1. C1 is 15. C2 is 100. Here we can take in the form of, how we can take? Here we can convert into 420. Since it is 423, let it be, no problem. So here 100 into 422.5. We'll take this, here we will convert this in the form of 420. So let it be here, and approximately it is 423. We'll take here 423. Now 100 into 423, when we multiply this, we get 42,300 divided by 115. What do we get? Here we get 367.83. 367.83. Here you can keep it in this form also, and you can make it approximate because we are using here further here using, so we can make it approximate in this case in the model 2. Then next one, the last one, that is maximum shortage level. Maximum shortage level formula is Q0 by S0. What is Q0 here? 423. What is S0 here? 367.80. So we get here 55. The last one, 55 units. So this is the model 2 formulas. This is about model 2 problem. I hope we covered in one problem itself, we covered all the methods. It is not necessary to take any other problem. Only model 2 what comes here? C2 will come. Here you will get C2. So that if you get C2, you have to go with model 2. Then rest of the things are similar. So with this we can wind up, I guess. So here we solved all the methods. Now firstly here one difference is, here it's in week, so we need to multiply with 52. The rest of the same things directly they have given. We are taking it here directly. Then I think there is no difference in these two calculations. The frequency, reorder time and frequency of replenishment one and the same. Only Q0, one more formula will add here. Here minimum average cost also one more formula will add. And these two formulas are different. Here also we can convert into 368. Here also we can convert. And these two formulas are different. It is not there in model 1. Here one addition problem, here one addition formulas you are getting. I think with this we can wind up with inventory problems, and remaining problems you will get as worksheet. So you will get in the form of worksheet, you have to solve. So thank you. Now we can completed with the 8th unit, that is operation research. Next we can go with the 5th and 6th chapter. Once again it's a lengthy chapters and it is very important chapters, 5th and 6th chapter. Even this chapter is also very important. So we'll see the next session. Once I will revise 8th chapter, then I move to the 5th